My name is Pierre Mousalli. I am 89 years old. I was born in Sudan, in Africa, on the 23rd of January 1934. My father's name is George. My mother's name is Solange, but they used to call her Afifa. My mother gave birth to 9 children. 2 of them, they died when they were a baby. And then there is 3 girls and 4 boys. I am one of the triplets. My name is Pierre. My other brother is Paul, and the third one is George. And the youngest one name is Fred. My sister's name is Yvonne, Renee, and Odette. Odette is the oldest one of the girls, and she is now 97 years old, living in Sydney. All the Italian school, they closed because of the Second World War, because they were fighting with the German. So my parents decided to send us to Cairo. So we went to Cairo and they put us in a French school, Christian school, called Collège de la Salle des Frères Chrétiens. Because we were doing a lot of tricks, because me and my 2 brothers, we look alike. So we were doing a lot of tricks at school, in the class, everywhere. Well, I was thinking, to continue studying and go to university and all that. But unfortunately, at the end, I didn't go. We stayed in Cairo in the school, in the boarding school, for 10 years. And then my father and mother, they decided we have to go back to Sudan. So we went back to Sudan. Because I speak French, I had a French education. They found easily a job with the French bank named Crédit Lyonnais. And they started working as soon as I arrived there. Oh, beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. Everything was quiet, everything, I loved it a lot. But it's a pity now because there is civil war in Sudan now. After 15 years working in the French bank, we decided to leave. My parents also decided to leave because there was a coup d'etat. The army took over the government. So we thought there is no future for our children. 1968. So we went to Greece, me, my mother-in-law, my children to Greece. All my parents, sister and brother, all that, they came to Australia. I was the only one far away. So I stayed 1 year in Greece. I couldn't find a job. I couldn't speak the language. So I wrote to my sister here in Australia to make the papers for me. And after a while, we have been accepted. And we flew with KLM to Australia. I met my wife in the same bank at the Crédit Lyonnais because she came to Khartoum because her brother was working in Barclays Bank. And her name is Jane. So I met her there and we fell in love and we got married. Now, I had 3 weddings. The first one, the civil marriage, because the law in Sudan, they don't allow 2 different religions to get married. I am Catholic, she's Orthodox. So we went, I took some friends from the bank to be witnesses, and we got married. Now, it comes to the second marriage. We did the Catholic marriage, okay? Now, and then after that, I went to the Greek embassy in Khartoum, and I took with me the certificate of wedding, and I told them if they can add the name Mousalli on her passport. They refused. I didn't know why. They said, no, you have to go and get married again in the Greek Orthodox Church. Anyway, we did that with that's 3 times, so it means I cannot divorce. Now, I have to tell you about my wedding. The day of my wedding, just 1 hour before my wedding, I had a terrible car accident. I was driving I was not thinking, I was not looking in front of me. And then a car was coming. I should have stopped. I didn't stop, I was thinking about my wedding and all that. A car coming there was driven by a Greek fellow. And his car, it turned, and it came on her back. But God, thanks God, nobody was hurt. But now, what do? I have to go to church in 45 minutes. What to do? The best solution I had, I called my brother, because we look alike. They would never know which one had the accident. So I called him. He came and I explained to him the situation before the police arrived. So he took my place and I went straight to the church and I got married. And the police came and took him to the police station for interrogation. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that, but this is what happened. Yeah, after the coup, yes, we were in Greece, in Athens, but it wouldn't bother me because I am a foreigner, But the thing that when we went to Greece, all the money that I had in Sudan, I transferred it. I was hiding it. I took them and put them in the city bank in Athens, and they put it in drachma. But when we decided to go to Australia, the bank refused to transfer it to dollars. So I went and I met the governor of the Bank of Greece, and he received me. I told him my story and he understood. And he gave instruction to Citibank, transfer his money into dollars. That was the only way we can. And in 1969, after 1 year in Greece, we flew to Australia. Well, it was, of course, very different from the life in Sudan. Sudan life is very easy. Australia, you have to work all the time. It's different. But we got used to it. Yeah, when I arrived here, I found a job in a British company. And because I am good in accounts, so they took me to do the account of the company. But after a few years, my wife was working in the export company. The boss told her, if your husband wants to come and work with us. So she told me, I accepted. So I resigned from the other company, and they gave me a very, very good reference. And I went and I started working with that company for, I don't remember, 5 years maybe. And after that, the boss wanted to retire. and he asked me if I want to buy the company. I accepted. 1985, 95. So he accepted, and I took over, and he retired. We went to the solicitor, we did all the papers, so everything is fine, and I took control of the company. I started working very, very hard, very, very hard. I was traveling a lot to the Pacific Island and also to New Caledonia to make more business. And at the end, the company, I made a lot of profit. But, you know, I did that for almost 7 years. Then I decided I want to have a rest. I closed the company and I retired at the age of 51. And then we started traveling overseas. A lot of our traveling was in Greece. I love Greece. Well, we usually stayed in Glyfada. You know where is Glyfada? Yeah. And sometimes we stayed with her brother. He had a house in Portocheli on the water. Oh, many islands. Oh, like. But we have been to other countries in Europe. Well, Italy, France, Germany, Austria, Spain, and also I traveled when I was still a bachelor. Yeah, to Lebanon, Greece, and I enjoyed Greece the most of all the other countries. Yeah, the life is full of life. Yeah, restaurant, cafe, whatever. And even I don't speak the language, people, they can help me. Just once, I visited France just once. Yeah. I have 2 children. My daughter name is Melina, and my son name is George. My son, he works in Sydney, and my daughter, she lives in Tugun here, and she is a teacher at the government university. Just one great children. Her name is Lily, and she is, I think, 25 years old, and she's a teacher, and we love her very much. Favorite singer is Demis Roussos. She is the best, and my best actor is Clint Eastwood.
Go ahead. Make my day.
I still enjoy life. I know I am 89 years old. And, you know, I keep myself busy working in the garden, working inside to help because my wife cannot use her arm. So I am always busy, always busy. When we arrived from Sydney in the Gold Coast, that it happened on the 4th of October 1994. I went to see a doctor because I had pain in this side. He did all the, check everything, and he found I had cancer. So he sent me to hospital, John Flynn Hospital. And there, they do some research, and it was true I had cancer in my right kidney. So they kept me in the hospital. After a few days, they removed my right kidneys. Now it's 30 years after that. I'm living with one kidney. I survived. Maybe God is helping me. Oh, very, very much. I love it. I love it. I am the only man there. But there is also another man who comes. His name is Costa. He was, I think, a lawyer before. You know him? I don't know. Oh. But always I love to go there. I love to play bingo, the golf, and the price is right, and that. Yeah. Oh. I mean, today we are supposed to be there, but because you came, we are going on Thursday. On Thursday is full, a lot of women. Yeah.